Uprisers, hi, it is Trisha LaCroix once again with Sacred Uprising Institute and Conference. Today we have our energy healer, Teri Stanley, and she is going to be talking about your chakras in detail. It'll be about 30 minutes talk. If you want to know stuff about your chakras, I would highly suggest that you watch this one. Sacred Uprising, we are awakening the consciousness of infinite love, and we're doing that by these videos as well as our upcoming conference. Our conference is going to be right outside of Santa Cruz, California at Mount Madonna. You can check it out at mountmadonna.org, and we will be having our website available for people to take advantage of the early bird special here. We will have most of our teachers part of the conference, and we're really excited about this conference. We're excited about what we're going to be bringing on board for everybody to learn and actually getting to meet our viewers. So hey Teri, how are you? It's so good to see you. One of my favorites with all the lessons that you teach us. It's awesome.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Well, before we start with you, I wanted to mention we have Bliss usually does her Conscious Evolver at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, but we're doing it at 1:30 today. So everybody stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, Teri, let's dive into the chakras. I get so many questions. There's, and as teachers, we assume that people know the things that we already know, because to us it's very basic for us. But I tend to go back and go, wait a second, people may not know. In fact, I had a conversation with a girl yesterday. She had never heard of chakras, so I had to go through them with her. So there's things that I think this is great for our viewers to understand. Okay, this is what a chakra is, and these are the chakras, and this is how it affects us. So I'm so glad and grateful that you're doing this today.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot that I'm going to cover. So if you missed something, go ahead and watch the replay. If I cover something and you're unsure, go ahead and get a hold of me. We could talk about it a little bit more. Also, I have a little incentive for our uprisers that if you want to participate, if there is a chakra that you feel is out of balance, you want more information, maybe you want a little clearing, then go ahead and comment in the comments what chakra you think it is, and I'll put all the names in a little bag, and I will draw out a name, and I'll give someone a free chakra healing balancing.
That's amazing. And I'm telling you right now, I'm getting my name in that bag. Hey, Bobby. I
Great.
saw Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. Hi, Mark. So chakras, so chakras are there's 7 main energy chakras that we have, and then there's hundreds of minor chakras that we have on our body. So today I'm just going to talk about the 7 main, and these are very powerful. Just like how I talked about the very first time I came on about the energy we create and how we have these different fields of energy around our body. Well, we have different fields of energy in our body, and those are the chakras. And when a chakra is balanced, when all of our chakras are balanced, we feel good health-wise. We have a lot of energy, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Our chakras, when they're not balanced, we start to physically feel issues. So we feel pain or we feel upsets. Also with the chakras, when they're balanced, it just, there's just so much. My mind is going crazy. So with the chakras, each chakra has its own color. It also has organs associated with it. When you look into the Chinese meridian system, there are certain meridians associated with that. And what that means is that there's along with the organs, there are muscles associated with it. So when these are blocked, they not only just affect what we think is spiritualism, but it also affects our ability to be healthy. And so with that, we're just going to dive right in. So our root chakra is also called our base chakra. and it's located at the base of our spine. It is the color red. It governs the spinal column, your kidneys, legs, feet, your rectum, and your immune system. So if you're having issues with anything with your spine, with your kidneys, legs, any of those things, you may want to look at, oh, well, how is my root chakra doing? The root chakra is all about a secure foundation, being physically there and being connected to the physical world.
Okay.
So it is through this chakra that we ground. And so grounding is very important, and that's a topic for another time. But grounding is very important. Our chakras also hold spiritual lessons. So the spiritual lesson in our base chakra is that it's all about the material world. It's all about our survival and our security. There is also information stored in each chakra. So the information that's stored in this chakra has to do with familial beliefs, superstitions, loyalty, instincts, physical pleasure, and pain, as well as touch.
Okay.
So if this chakra is imbalanced, you may be experiencing financial woes, financial issues. And the reason why is because in today's day and age, money is a symbol of survival and security.
Right.
Okay. If it's imbalanced, you may feel tired or run down. You may feel unfulfilled or inadequately rewarded. You may experience adrenal fatigue from too much stress. You can also develop eating disorders or bone disorders. You may feel nervous or fearful or materialistic and greedy. You may experience low back problems, sciatica, varicose veins, rectal tumors, depression, or immune-related disorders. So if you're experiencing any one of those and you're not able to heal, maybe you're not moving forward like you want, or maybe this is a repeating theme in your life, then you may want to have your root chakra looked at. So for your crystal lovers out there, so one of the things that we can do to help keep our chakras balanced is by using crystals, aromatherapy, foods, color therapy, and affirmations. And there's also exercises. So crystals would be your dark or red crystals. So hematite, black tourmaline, red jasper, garnet, ruby, and bloodstone are just a few. And what you can do is you could wear them on your body. It's best to wear them close to where that chakra is so that it could get that energetic support from the crystals. If you have time and you have these crystals, then you would just lay them down in your groin area, your pelvic area, and just lay them there, and then go ahead and set your intention that you're resetting, you're clearing, you're removing, you're balancing, you're supporting that chakra. For those of you that don't have crystals, but you're very visual, you could go ahead and visualize that chakra being bright red, being totally round. So if you're a visual person and you're actually clairvoyant and you can see, go ahead and remove the darkness, remove the pits, turn on the light so it shines very bright red. Those of you that love essential oils, you can use ginger, cypress, sandalwood. There's a couple other ones that I have here, but they're a specific brand and I don't have the other brand too. So they're Young Living and I don't have the doTERRA, and I know that we have an audience that loves both. Right. So I'm just going to stick with the basics. A great affirmation for this chakra is, I am a divine being of light and I am peaceful, protected, and secure. So foods, because this is the root chakra, any type of root food is going to be good. So like root vegetables like carrots, potatoes, parsnips, radishes, beets, onions, garlic are really good. Eating protein-rich foods like eggs, meat, beans, tofu, soy products, and peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Spices, again, are going to all be the root spices, like the horseradish, the hot paprika, the chives, the cayenne pepper. So there's lots of ways that you can support that root chakra. And now we're going to go to the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is 2 inches below your belly button. It is the color orange, and it governs your sexual organs, your stomach, your upper intestines, your liver, gallbladder, kidney, pancreas, adrenal glands, spleen, and middle spine.
Okay.
And so the sacral chakra is all about feeling sexuality, self-gratification, creativity, and to be able to accept change. So if change is difficult for you, you may want to give that sacral chakra a little bit more love. This chakra also represents our ability to feel connected to other people. So this is all about relationships.
Okay.
And I want to add too that it's not just relationships with other people, it's relationships with ourself as well as with our higher self and with, who we connect as our divine being. And it also allows us to be open to new experiences. So if you're someone who's just like, no, can't experience anything new, we might want to look at that sacral chakra.
Okay.
The spiritual lessons that go with this chakra are creativity, manifestation, honoring relationships, and learning to let go. Is duality, magnetism, controlling patterns, emotional feelings such as joy, anger, fear, hate. When this chakra is blocked, you may experience some sexual problems, like you don't feel sexy, you don't feel attractive, maybe you feel undesirable, difficulty opening up in relationships, maybe you have low libido and repeatedly track the wrong type of person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Huh?
I said, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You experience low back pain, sciatica, OBGYN problems, pelvic pain, libido, or urinary tract infections. Crystals are going to be anything that's orange. Okay. So carnelian, rutilated quartz, because the rutilations are normally orange, not always, but rutilated quartz is good. Amber is great, and citrine are a few. When you visualize your chakra, you want to visualize it to be bright orange. For those of you with the essential oils, it's clary sage, rosewood, patchouli. A great affirmation for this chakra is, I am radiant, beautiful, and strong, and enjoy a healthy and passionate life. Exercises for this chakra would be like the hula hoop that gets that whole area. So this is good for the root chakra, the sacral, and the solar plexus, because you're moving those hips.
Okay.
Eat sweet fruits, eating nuts, and let's go on to the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is located 2 inches above your navel. It is the color yellow, and it governs the upper abdomen, from your belly button to your rib cage. It governs your liver, gallbladder, middle spine, spleen, kidney, adrenals, small intestine, and stomach. Now, you can see that these organs are governed by more than just one chakra.
Right.
So it's important to look at, everything is connected, everything kind of has a little domino effect. So if one's out, maybe the other one's out a little bit. These are just clues as to where our energy needs to go when we're rebalancing.
Okay.
So the solar plexus is all about asserting yourself in a group. When it is open, you feel that you are in control and you have sufficient self-esteem. So if you have issues with doubt, we may want to look at your solar plexus and see what kind of issues are coming up there. The spiritual lessons for this chakra are acceptance of your place in life and self-love. love.
Yep.
We think that is associated with the heart, but it really comes, who we are as people is really in our solar plexus.
Right.
So if we have trouble loving the person that we are, we're going to have problems with that chakra. So when this chakra is blocked, you may experience lack of self-confidence and self-esteem. You are frequently embarrassed by what other people may think of you. You feel like a victim. You may suffer from stomach pains and stomach anxiety. You may have stomach ulcers, intestinal tumors, diabetes, pancreatitis, indigestion, anorexia, bulimia, hepatitis, cirrhosis, adrenal imbalances, arthritis, or colon disease. So there's a lot with the solar plexus.
Right, yes.
Some crystals that are really good, of course, are anything that's yellow. So we'd be looking at citrine, gold calcite, golden topaz, very pretty. Again, if you're visual, bright yellow. You may also, if you're visual, you might also want to see it spinning, or you may want to see it opening up. Everybody sees things differently, so those are kind of some things that you may want to be looking for. For those of you that have those essential oils, it's going to be fennel, juniper, and lemongrass. The affirmation for this chakra is, I am positively empowered and successful in all my ventures. And again, the exercise for this would be the hula hoop. Some foods would be like eating granola and grains. And so we find a lot of our grains in the pastas, bread, cereals, rice, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, etc.
Right.
So now we're going to move up to the heart chakra. The heart chakra is located right in the center of our heart.
Right.
And it is an emerald green color, very pretty green. So our heart chakra represents our ability to love, and moving energy,
right.
and receive love. So this love includes our quality of love, our past loves, and our future loves. The heart also governs the circulatory system, the blood, the lungs, the rib cage, the diaphragm, the thymus, the breast, the esophagus, the shoulders, the arms, and the hands. The purpose behind the heart chakra is emotional empowerment. The spiritual lessons that are included in this chakra are going to be about forgiveness, unconditional love, letting go, trust, and compassion. Also, the heart chakra is very, very special because the heart chakra is one of the most important meditation tools for cleansing and clearing spiritual imbalances.
Wow.
And it's the only one out of all of our chakras that does that. Crystals, watermelon tourmaline. So that is, the green and the pink tourmaline, very beautiful. Rose quartz and rhodonite. Rhodonite. I knew I didn't say it right. Rhodonite. So also you could picture this chakra. For those of you, we have a regular heart chakra, and then we have a high heart chakra.
Yes.
So the regular chakra is green and the high heart is pink. And that's kind of why the watermelon tourmaline is very helpful, because it works with both of those chakras. So if you're a visual person, you can visualize the watermelon, I guess, in the center of your heart.
You know what's interesting is when you brought up the higher heart, because I'm very in tune with my higher heart. And I didn't know what color it was, but I always see pink when I go into my higher heart. So when you said that, I'm like, yes!
Yes, that's exactly why.
Okay.
So essential oils would be rose, jasmine, and ylang ylang. A great affirmation for the chakra is, love is the answer to everything in life. I give and receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. The exercise, it's really funny. So the exercise for this chakra is all about love. Love, 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 love.
Yeah.
So the more you can bring yourself into a state of love, whether It's looking at someone that you love or an animal or maybe it's a song and you're like, ooh, you know, that feel good type of stuff. That would be good for you to do to help strengthen and play with that chakra.
Right.
Something that we don't think about is our posture. So when we are naturally, you know, we're slumped over at the computer or we're cooking or we're driving and we're slumped, this actually closes that chakra. So if we were to pull our shoulders back and then down, this opens up the chakra as well. So posture is going to be another thing that is going to be very beneficial for building and strengthening that chakra and keeping it balanced.
It's interesting that you said that because I've been wondering, because years ago, up until maybe 4 years ago, I slumped all the time. And I was wondering last week, what do I walk more straighter than what I used to? And now I understand. That's amazing. I did not know that.
Yeah, so some really good exercises to help this are going to be swimming, the breaststroke especially because it gets the pectoral muscles open and strengthening, and then also doing push-ups. One of the other ones that they say is really, really good, which seems counterintuitive because I just said to open yourself up would be to hugging yourself.
Right, yeah.
Drinking lots of liquids is going to be great for this chakra, especially water and green teas. Eating green leafy vegetables because it's a green chakra. So anything dark and green is going to be very supportive to that chakra. Throat chakra. So many people, there are two different thoughts. Some people think that chakra is right here, and some people think it's actually on their Adam's apple. So wherever you feel, I mean, I used to feel it in my throat. Now I feel it more down here. So it's whatever you resonate with. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So, so wherever you picture it, it's going to be a light sky blue color, like an aquamarine color, the color of the sky. It has it in here. The common color is turquoise because it's the lighter blue. It governs your. Okay. I know, look at your neck. There you go. We both have our blues on. So it governs the throat, the thyroid, the trachea, the neck vertebrae, your mouth, your teeth, your gums, the esophagus, the parathyroid, and the hypothalamus, which ends up here, which is interesting. So the throat chakra represents your ability to communicate, learning to take responsibility for one's own needs. That means you're communicating your need. When it's open, you have no problem expressing yourself. And you also might be an artist. So someone who sings, people who go around singing all the time, their throat chakra is wide open. They really don't have a problem with that chakra. Information stored in this chakra are all about self-knowledge, truth, hearing, taste, and smell. If you're experiencing a blocked throat chakra, you might be having problems being honest with yourself, being honest with other people. If you can't speak up and voice your needs or opinions, if you suffer from sore throats, sinus problems, or dental problems, you may have a throat chakra issue. So the crystals that are good for this chakra, to name a few, are going to be celestite, clear quartz, chrysocolla, lapis, and blue opal. You're going to use the essential oils of bergamot, tea tree, chamomile. The affirmation for this one: my thoughts are positive, and I always express myself truthfully and clearly. I love that one. To exercise this chakra, you could gargle with salt water, and to sing, they also list screaming, but I would only do that if you're at a concert or at a park or cheering on a game. Yeah. Drinking lots of water, fruit juices and herbal teas are good. Eating tangy fruits which would be like lemons, limes, grapefruit, kiwis, or anything that grows on a tree in terms of a fruit. So apple, pears, plums, peaches, apricots. And now we're going to move up to the third eye.
Okay.
Third eye is right between your brows. So it governs your brain. It governs the neurological systems, your eyes, your ears, your nose, the pituitary and the pineal gland, which are also right here. The third eye supports your intuition and your life path. So your sense of purpose and direction is directly related here. So if you're unsure of where you're going, a little bit confused, or maybe you stop and then you start again, we could be looking at a chakra and a solar plexus issue.
Okay.
So your third eye is able to look at the bigger picture. When it's open, you have good intuition and you may tend to fantasize. I call that daydreaming.
Right.
So, spiritual lessons would be understanding, a reality checkpoint, being able to detach and being able to keep an open mind. Information stored in this chakra would be seeing the clear picture, both symbolically and literally. Wisdom, intuition, mental facilities, and intellect are stored here. Crystals that are great for this are anything purple. So purple fluorite, sugilite, lapis, and labradorite are great ones. Labradorite's not purple, neither is lapis, but it's that dark indigo blue.
Yeah. Right.
Again, your intention for this chakra, if you're going to see it, it's going to be that dark royal purple, some form of purple. The darker it is, the better. So if you're picturing it being very light, try making it a little richer, okay? And then let's see here. The oils we have are patchouli, cedarwood, lavender, and a great affirmation is going to be, I am tuned into the divine universal wisdom, and I always understand the true meaning of life situations. Going back up to the crystals, I noticed I said it, but I forgot it. So did I say what the crystals were?
Yeah, you did. You did. Yes. You
I
talked
did.
about
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yep.
So where is my affirmation? I am tuned into the divine universal wisdom, and I always understand the true meaning of life situations. So that's really, really good. An exercise here is going to be visualization. So daydreaming, pretending what something looks like. So someone has a deck of cards and they hold up a card, pretending that you know what's on the other side of that card.
Right.
Remote viewing, lucid dreaming, drinking dark liquids like red wines and grape juice. The last chakra is our crown, and it's located at the top of your head. Some people feel it here, some people feel it back, some people feel it from the ears all the way up. It's all good. So this color is normally, a lot of people teach it as that indigo, which is that dark, deep, royal blue, purplish kind of color. I see mine as white.
Yeah.
I think I've seen people go back and forth between the two different colors. So it's whatever resonates with you. Traditional is going to be the royal blue, and non-traditional, I guess, is going to be white. It governs the top center of your head, the midline, and above the ears. The chakra supports your spirituality and your unity with the divine. So this is how you're talking to God. This is how you're talking to the angels. This is, all your ascended master, all your high vibrational beings. This is how you're communicating. Physical level, it supports the nervous system, the brain functions. When it's opened, you're unprejudiced and quite aware of the world and yourself. So there's really no judgment. Spiritual lessons are all about spiritually and living in the now, so living in the present. Information stored in this chakra has to do with duality, magnetism, controlling patterns, emotional feelings such as joy, anger, and fear. When this chakra is blocked or imbalanced, you may suffer from mystical depression, disease of the muscular system, the skeletal system, and the skin, chronic exhaustion, not associated with any physical ailments, sensitivity to light, sound, in your environment. Do you feel lonely, insignificant, worthless? Then your crown chakra may be blocked. Some great crystals for this chakra are going to be the diamond, moldavite, gold, and amethyst. So the essential oils are going to be frankincense, myrrh, lavender. Great affirmation is, I am complete and one with divine energy. What?
Okay,
You're
I'm like
laughing.
blown away by you right now because I'm like, oh my God. So I've been told by my guides that I'm supposed to wear more gold. I do have moldavite, and they said it's very important. I've had my guides telling me, you have to smell lavender, smell the lavender. You got to smell the lavender. And I always, when I put frankincense on me, I put it right on my crown chakra. But the interesting thing is that a year and a half ago, my guides came in and they took off, because I can feel when they're working on my chakras, they came in and took off my crown chakra, and I thought I was getting an upgrade, and they said, no, you no longer, basically they said, you no longer have a crown, you're now one with the universe. And so,
Oh, nice.
so it's interesting. And I just recently, when I had laryngitis, I had just lost my throat chakra. They took that out and made me swallow it. So it's really interesting though. I'm going, oh my gosh, with what you were saying about the crown chakra, I'm like, that's why they were telling me to smell lavender. I didn't understand why they were telling me to smell it. Now I know.
Yay! Isn't that great? And I love frankincense. It always makes me feel just so good. And now I know why.
Yeah, and I put in my diffusers and whatnot too. So yeah.
So to end with, I'm going to end with the exercise is going to be prayer and meditation.
Yep.
That's the best way to exercise your crown. Fasting and detoxing are a great way to feed this chakra. And you could also use incense and smudging herbs like sage, copal, myrrh, frankincense, and juniper. So burn those, and those will help change and assist also that crown chakra. Whew. So that was a lot of information. So again, if you have any questions, if you didn't understand something that I said, if maybe you want to touch on it a little bit deeper, like, can you explain this a little bit more? Go ahead, hit me up, send me a message, contact me on my Facebook page or my Instagram, or just pick up the phone and call me, and I will try and answer your questions. And don't forget, put your names down below and the comment what type of, what chakra you think you need work on or that you think is imbalanced. And I will put you in a drawing for a free chakra healing and balancing.
Oh, that's great. I so appreciate you doing that for our viewers. So how can you just mentioned it, but can you just remind people how you can assist them and how they can contact you?
Okay, so you can easily find me on my Facebook page, Teri Stanley, or my business page, Teri's Holistic Healing.
Okay.
I also have an Instagram called Teri Stanley Health that you can find me on. And my website is teristanley.net. My phone number should be everywhere on any of these sites. So email, instant message, whatever. You should be able to get a hold of me pretty easily.
Wonderful. Teri, thank you so much. And this video will be uploaded to YouTube today. So people on YouTube can start watching it, and I think this will be great to refer back to. I'm actually thinking of some health issues with me and realizing, okay, it has to do with certain chakras. I need to look into this. So it's always important to go to the root of the issue rather than throwing medication at the symptom. So I'm so grateful. Right. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Right. Okay.
Have a great Wednesday. Happy Hump Day.
Bye.